Another one.
Are some people just not cut out for 9 to 5 work? That is a good question. I've had a 9 to 5 job since the end of last August. I enjoyed it at first, and it was a new environment, new people. I'd never done it before, so my brain and body were not used to the cycle. It was too preoccupied with experiencing all the new things. Almost 6 months later, I feel as if it's literally killing me. I'm always so tired and miserable. I come home, maybe play video games and listen to music for a few hours, and then go to sleep or doom scroll. It's been that way for 5 months and will continue to be this way for at least 4 more years because of a contract. I've tried to change things. I've started working out or reading when I get home, but it hasn't changed the way I feel. I feel like I'm stuck in an endless cycle that I can't escape from. I feel so lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I thought it was going to be easy to just sit in an office all day long and type on a computer. It's not physically or mentally difficult. Why is it just so damn hard? One of my coworkers is the complete opposite of me. He's motivated, wants to be rich, have tons of cars, live in a big house, etc. He does lots of research in certain fields that he'd like to change to in his free time at work. I've tried doing the same, but I just don't have the energy. But when I do have the energy, I just stop halfway through and think to myself, what's the point of doing all this work and creating all this stress for myself to help create someone else's dream? It makes me feel like a cock. Oh, interesting. Wasn't expecting that. I'm starting to think this job or any job in general just isn't a fit for me. I think my brain is just broken and isn't wired to cope with work. Does anyone else feel this way? What do I do? Whew, that is a serious question right there. Throw up our 5 minutes on the clock, right? So, I'm gonna say this, right? I would say a good 95.7, maybe closer to 98.6% of the population feels exactly like you do. I don't know how many people I come across who just don't want to work, right? Here's the thing. You said the question asked, is a 9 to 5 like, I'm going to go right back to the beginning of the question, right? Because it said, are some people just not cut out to work 9 to 5? So the question is, if you do not work 9 to 5, what do you do? Are you an entrepreneur? Well, no, you're not, because guess what? As an entrepreneur, you work 10 times as much as you work on a 9 to 5, right? So what do? Right? You don't want to work 9 to 5. You don't want to work 24 hours a day, because as an entrepreneur, right, as a business owner, you are on call 24/7. They make it seem like, oh, I'm just going to take a vacation here. I'm just going to take a vacation there. No, the work doesn't stop. Unless you've made it unless you've made it where you have like people to run your business and stuff like that. But even with that, how can you I don't have that trust factor in me to like put my livelihood, put my business in the hands of another person while I'm out there partying, right? So can like is our 9 to 5s not for everyone? Maybe. I can say that, hey, some people they're not cut off to work 9 to 5s, but what do they do? Are they business minded? Are they entrepreneurs? Because you said it in here. You said it yourself in here, right? Number one, you just want to come home and play video games and listen to music, right? But you don't do that. You just go to sleep or you doom scroll, right? But then you talk about your business, like your coworker who is after it, who is motivated, who wants to learn stuff, right? And you don't have the energy to do that. So what do you expect to do, right? Do you expect for the productive people of society to come take care of you? Absolutely not. I don't want to take care of you. You're a grown person, you know? But then here's the other question. What is your 9 to 5 in? What do you do on a daily basis? Because me, everything that I've ever done, I found a way to make it fun, right? And the things that I find a way to make fun, I make sure that they're like the beneficial, lucrative, stuff like that, things that I can grow, things that push me to learn more, things that I can use as well, the main things that I'm learning, how can I leverage that so I can take that into my own company and stuff like that, right? So yeah, not everyone, like I would say 95.8, maybe 99.2% of the world, at least of the United States, they're not cut off for 9 to 5s, but because they are adults and they have no choice, they will miserably, and I repeat, they will miserably get up and go to the job site and do what they have to do, right? But those are the same people who will always complain about where they're at, not being taken care of by Uncle Sam and everything like that, right? I'm saying that you need to work, right? Somehow, like you need to do some type of work because without work, there is no growth. Some people don't want growth. I don't know, right? But the way that I see it, we got to put in that work. And that's why I am constantly working, whether I'm on the clock at work, whether I am on the clock here on YouTube, coaching, whether I'm on the mats on the clock, doing jujitsu, whatever it is, right? I'm always working. I'm always focused. I'm always dedicated, right? See, look at that. Drew got me saying dedicated. Drew got me saying dedicated. But you got to work, right? Like, what does your future hold? What does your future hold? Whether you're working for yourself or whether you're working for a 9 to 5, whatever the case may be, right? You got to work. And that leads to growth, right? So let's see. I think Sean says, so Sean wants to contribute, right? He says, I would also suggest, are you making any goals to save or invest? That is a great question, Sean. And to be honest with you, Sean, the way that it sounds like, it doesn't sound like they are making any goals to save or invest. They just want to, I mean, if they don't want to work, what are they going to save? What are they going to invest? A lot of people, they are very, very short-sighted and all they see is tomorrow. All they see is tomorrow, And Sean says, if you're working a 9 to 5 and you don't like it, that's okay, but have a plan. Learn to invest what you earn. Like, for example, lots of stocks pay out dividends. That's true. That's totally true. But to get like really substantial dividends, you need to invest a lot, right? And here's the thing: if they don't want to work, do you think they want to work on learning like how dividends work, the right stocks to invest in, and everything like that? I don't know. But see, Sean is, and that's why Sean is so awesome, because he's like really saying, there's so many different things you can do, but guess what, Sean? They all involve some form of work, right? When like let's say you work for yourself as a day trader or something like that, right? You still have to like be. I remember there was this guy that I used to train with, right? And he was a day trader, but he built algorithms and stuff like that to like help him with investments and stuff. But he was up all the time because he would be looking at the markets in like Japan and then be up for when the markets are open here, and then work throughout the day, and like always being ready for whichever market was open. So he worked for himself, but he worked. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing I'm not seeing from this post is, what do you plan to do? It just sounds like you don't want to do anything, right? And that is where I have a problem. And I think most people, that's the mentality that they have, is like, things should be given to me. I don't want to go out there and earn it. All right. So great contribution as always, Sean. All right, let's wrap this one up.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.